Hello everybody and welcome to the final day of Artvent. I can't believe it that with the exception of 2 videos, so 2 days, I managed to pull through. Crazy, but yeah. For anybody confused, it is kind of like Vlogmas, just that MIK's, we celebrate on the 25th instead of on the 24th instead of the 25th. Yeah, exactly, that's how it goes. So basically Christmas Eve is the day we celebrate and also open the gifts, so it's a little different. But yeah, today I'll be, I guess, sort of painting what my Christmas looks like and giving you, telling you about how we celebrate Christmas, my family. And I guess I'm just gonna start with, normally we decorate our Christmas tree pretty late, basically on the day of Christmas. And so that's basically normally my siblings and I do that we decorate the Christmas tree, and then once that is done, or kind of on the same day, in between, whatever, before or after, we help my mom prepare the food for the Christmas dinner, if you will, the great feast, which I love. What we eat is basically fondue, but not the cheese fondue, but I guess we call it a soup fondue. Basically you have different types of meat, and then you cook them in you can cook them in soup. We do it in oil, I think. Yeah, we basically cook it in oil, so it's not frying. It's not the same thing as frying unless you leave it in for an abnormal amount of time. But basically you cook the meat, little cubes of it with these little sticks, put it in there, and it's just so good. And also the marinade that my mom does for is particularly the beef, and you can sort of do it medium rare or whatever you want, basically whatever you prefer. And then you have side dishes. For example, we always have potato salad. It's so good. My mom makes the best potato salad. I just love it. But I mean, who doesn't say everybody's favorite food is normally from family. Everyone has the best Christmas food in their minds, but it's just, I love it. And I think the reason why I also get excited for it is because it's so special. Just the entire setup with the fondue pots and whatnot, and the little side dishes, and the plates are really cool. I wasn't able to, I don't think in the picture you can really see, but the plates have little indents in them where you can put the different side dishes and whatever, kind of separate that. And I think the less you have of something, the less, for example, we don't eat fondue a lot, literally just for Christmas. And so I think that's what makes it so much more, that much more special, and it tastes that much better because you don't get used to the taste. You're waiting the entire year for this great dish and for this special event, and it just tastes that much better. And yeah, I'm very excited for the food. And yeah, another thing, of course, we also gift each other presents, right? And normally the way that we would do it is basically each person gets their turn to put the Christmas presents into the room. I remember back when we were children, obviously we weren't allowed into the room when the gifts were in there, but now that we're grown adults, everybody just puts their little pile of gifts that they have. And yeah, I think normally we're not big on going to church or things like that, but we do sing 1 or 2 songs before we open up the presents, which is Christmas tree, and what's the other one? Another one which is like I don't think I can translate because it's like very specific to like our culture and language, so I have no idea how we can translate that, and also like dialect as well. So I have no idea how to even explain that, but 1, 2, or 3 maybe even Christmas songs, and then basically the reason why we do this is just to not only make it about the gifts, right? Where it's like everybody's in the room, and then we immediately like go to the gifts and open them up, to basically I guess romanticize it, and not make it just about the gifts, but take a moment before that, look at the beautiful Christmas tree, everybody hugs each other, then we also like take a picture of the tree and of us, and then sing the 2, 3 songs or whatever, and then we open up the gifts, give each other the gifts. I always enjoy, like, I'm one of these people, like, I love like like those memes on the internet, like when you can't tell the people who you're gifting gifts about the gifts that you're gonna give them. I'm one of those people. I'm like, I love giving gifts, and I need to be really careful with my money so I don't overspend, because I just love, especially when it's like meaningful gifts, I love to see the faces of people, and when they see like the idea behind it, because it's not like just like materialistic gifts. That's actually not my favorite, but like when it has a little bit of meaning behind it, and they're like, oh, I get it, or maybe like some humor, I just love that. So yeah, and then once everything is, everybody has their gifts, we kind of like clean up a little bit, I think, or basically like the wrapping paper, we try to keep some of it, because for example for like bigger gifts, that's a lot of wrapping paper, so we try to reuse it from time to time. And then we basically get ready for the dinner, and everybody has like their place, and when it comes to like these little like sticks, or I don't know what to call them, but basically where you put the meat, you basically pierce the meat, and then they have like different colors, and everybody gets their own like color, normally like their favorite color. And yeah, it's really nice because you don't eat, like, it's basically you're constantly eating, but also not, there's also a lot of waiting involved until you get your perfect little piece. It's just so nice. Like, it's just one of those moments where like just the process of eating is like its own event. It's so nice. And then of course that this is our staple, we listen to like I guess like music from like the Middle Ages. This feels like so it's like the typical like these like middle age songs, which it just creates the perfect ambiance. And yeah, that is basically my Christmas. Let me know how you celebrate Christmas. Do you all celebrate it on the 24th, on the 25th, maybe in January, or not at all? So, and also I wish you, whatever you're celebrating, I wish you happy holidays and Christmas break. So yeah, this was the last day. Goodbye.